perfectly. You gotta have tape like outlined around everything.
But on that note, the game's getting underway, and Terminatria is the map. This is actually the first time we've seen it. It's been in the map pool the whole time, and this is quite a cool map. So, okay, we're underway with Parade, and right now Parade's in kind of the yellow side. There's not much traffic on this side of the map. I don't really know how to describe this map. It's not really like any other TDM map. This area here is the quad area and the railgun as well.
This looks like a Quake 4 map.
Yes,
like, really
it does. Yes, it does. Yeah. And this area as well should never really be high traffic because there's just nothing here. There's a 50 and some 25s. It's above LG though, so below.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got the quad coming up. Any time now, between now and the next 30 seconds, and Parade's going to go back for the next mega, and of course the quad spawns early, and Phoenix picks that one up, makes his way over to red here. I feel like I'm gonna, for the benefit of people who haven't seen this map, I'm just like, okay, this is this area, and this is this area.
Yeah, well, hopefully I can remember it. Everything's happening so fast, you know.
Yeah, and this area is really what the In Control team wants to hold, because you have the high areas, you get the railguns, you have, of course, the red armor, and below the red armor is the LG. So it's super strong to hold these upper areas. We can see Phoenix now making his way back to the railgun here. Finds a lot of players from Notiz attacking into the red armor and the railgun, and great work from Phoenix. It doesn't even take very much damage, considering his positioning there. And good opening for Unknown, even though they are behind a little bit.
No, you go first.
Oh, Sharp coming in with a quick frag. And this teleporter, which is actually a new addition to the map, is really, really useful to get yourself onto that rail position, because you've got to attack it somehow and get up to that high area somehow. And here is, oh wow.
Oh, nice prediction.
Oh, wins. Oh my god, look at these angles, look at this. That's the red armor over there. Oh my god, Flatcheck with another one. Beautiful. Let's gonna get it again? No. Missed the flick rail. But yeah, you can spot red from this distance, it's amazing. Just seeing this makes me miss like 24. Just people shooting open doors with MG. It's just, I don't know. There's something about like the doors going dum dum dum. It's just so nostalgic for me. But okay, you can see how Notiz are holding this area, and they started to make a really good lead on the frags. And you can see how useful the railgun is on this map. It looks like they've been locked out of red armor, funnily enough, because they cannot really approach with that choke point. But they're hitting the rails. So what more do you want?
I mean, the only thing they'll have to be careful of is, again, like the attack last time from Unknown, where they came up through and attacked together at the rail area. But right now, they're doing such a good job at zoning them out.
Yeah, really.
And they're hitting their shots. So, especially with this another mega pickup. And is there rail ammo on the rail side of the map, or is it on the opposite side?
There is. You have to go where they were raiding from. It's kind of close there on the upper areas. And Flatcheck here picked up that mega. It looks like Notiz are really putting a lot of focus on mega, which is quite interesting. And kind of just giving away the red, but relying upon hitting the shots. And it's interesting because that green armor is a new addition as well there at the railgun. So this is seemingly like the new way to play this map. And so far I'm liking it. But look, this is the problem though. You don't have a strong presence or a strong way to attack onto the lightning guns. So you have to be able to understand how to deal with those. Luckily, somehow Flatcheck escaped that situation. Azari's LGing him there, but
this kind of reminds me of how Tornado can be sometimes, where people will be shut down on the LG side of the map, and that's where they'll stay. And then guys will stay and try to keep rail and rocket and stay at the red area, and then once in a while make a push together once they figure out the timings and stuff like that. That's what it seems like the two play styles are shaping up to be here at the beginning of the game. Yeah,
and it looks like Notiz are really doing well here. And interestingly enough, Wins is someone who is always kind of pro new maps and so on. So as far as map knowledge goes, because you can make the arguments of map knowledge when you have a new map like this. Actually, Xilinx and Q50, Wins and Phoenix should actually know this quite well and have played it quite a lot. So I don't think there's any room for that argument. But here we have Notiz with executing a strategy well so far, making it work for them. The quad is coming up in 30 seconds too. So Q50 is trying to take over this rail area finally,
so
but
lucky.
Look at that.
Couldn't get out.
Notiz have the presence here all the time. It's really, really nice from them.
Yeah, and this is what I like about new maps as well. Obviously, there are some new maps that shouldn't be played. They're just not suitable. But, for maps like this, which seem, really playable, you get to see multiple play styles for quite a while.
Yeah,
it's not the same
it's
regurgitated,
beautiful.
like, all right, everybody's going to do this, and then they're going to do that. It's like teams take different approaches on what their strengths and weaknesses are, and that's why we're seeing two totally different, contrasted styles at this game where No Tears is playing a very heavy rail game. Like, go ahead and take the items,
Ooh.
but as long as we can do the damage, then there's no problem.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he would survive there. I thought that he would die. But yeah, it's what you say.
I kind of wish that somebody would have been waiting down there.
Yeah.
Just
with a pummel or something
Yeah.
underneath him. Yeah, it is definitely, and I love the look of this map as well. I really like how it looks. And Arcane Citadel looks awesome as well, and it's also quite a new style of map as well. Even though it plays similarly in some ways, it's like a DM14 with no rails. So good stuff. And it's so interesting to me because I actually haven't seen people play the updated version of this map, and it's been updated. So the big additions, like I said, with the teleporter up to this rail area and the green armor, which seems to have basically made a huge change, where the teams are just happy to take the rail. But you can see how useful the LG could be if you could get it up there.
No, he just, oh wow. If he managed to get away there, he could distribute, you know, a really good gun to everybody. But it's a good job by No Tears locking him down, realizing, okay, you know, he's at least got a rail. We need to finish him now, and he's made a mistake. So that could, you know, put them on further control here.
Oh, double there. Oh, hurry, with one health.
Actually,
amazing.
I don't know why he did that. It would have been better for him to have died, because like, even if his teammate killed him, instead of 2 rail ammo, it would have been 10 right to his teammate. Because now if he shoots one more rail, like, it's totally gone. Could have distributed that for free.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess like the overall damage potential is higher.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting way to look at it. We have a quarter coming up in 20 seconds, so I wonder if Unknown are going to be able to make their presence known there. We've just been on Puri Cam for a while, and Puri, of course, running the last power up. He's stayed alive since then, I think. The guy is, so far, he played really, is that a ladder?
I guess
Oh my god.
I had no idea.
That's the new edition as well. What the hell? So it's just Half-Life now, just in a, what the hell?
It's like, we got Spider-Man over here. You know, just picked up this secret power-up.
And there's crates in you as well, quick way up to that red. And Wins picks this up, so this could be a huge opportunity for Unknown if they know how to use this quad damage. He goes back to the low areas at the lightning gun spawn, and he should make his way to the railgun after this red pickup to get control of those high areas, see if they can get time on it. I mean, it's what No Tears have been playing for. Deny it. Oh, and there you go. The rail, they know how to use the rail in this map, and Chryso with a horrible miss there, but managing just to save himself, but Phoenix there to take him down and eventually. And the railgun on this map, seriously. The railgun. This would be a good 0-4 map.
Yeah. I'd have to drop this every time.
Actually, I think it was considered to be played in 1v1 when it first came out. I think on the map maker listed it as like potentially a 1v1 map, but it's like, of course, massive. But yeah, I was just going on the interview we did over Skype, where you're saying 0-4 style with the railgun. You know, he goes just for the plays where he has to hit, but then hits with rails. So it wins there. Going to trap Chryso perhaps with the rocket launcher. Chryso actually doing a lot of damage there. And so far, Unknown have been able to kind of stem the bleeding a little bit, but with that quad pickup, and it looks like No Tears haven't been able to get that incredible setup on the railgun area that they had previously. So it has been slowing down for them. But Unknown, they can't just be playing for that. They've got to actually tie up the game. And where are No Tears? It looks like they're ghosts right now.
Well, I mean, right now, so far, it's kind of working because, you know, the frag spread earlier was like 18 or something like that, and now it's only 12. So them slowing them down at least a little bit is bringing them back into this game, and it looks like they're managing to start to get some weapons, get some free kills here real quick before this next quad.
Oh, great. Rocket onto Puri, and there's going to be Chryso down as well. Oh, okay, there you go.
Saved by his teammate.
And, oh, hello. Love it. Wins picks up a yellow, so he's going to be strong now. And look at it, it's just a 5 separation now between the two teams. Wins, gets Chryso again, and this is looking like a pretty strong run so far. Even though it's just 3 frags, he's done a lot of good work, removing a lot of weapons from the map, and Wins trying to find more, but his team have kind of the areas they want. Oh my god, the rockets! Good god, a third one as well. That turned into a 6 frag run. Wins is just...
I think
brilliant.
It'll be interesting to see here now that the game is practically tied up. Will Unknown play the style that No Tears has been playing? Will they try to shift over to that side of the map, or like how are they going to go about trying to maintain dominance here?
Yeah, it looks like No Tears definitely trying to put in work to try and contest that railgun area. Fire check there in the distance. What does he have? Only machine gun, it looks like. So Wins is going to get himself onto that red armor. Oh my god, Puri, if he just kept shooting at Wins there, but Xirinx is there to distract him. But still, Wins is really low. Great attack from No Tears there onto that red armor. Now Wins is kind of useless for a while. He can't really be too aggressive, or he risks losing his lightning gun. But with team support, he's okay. And they're keeping his lightning gun there. Oh, this could be dangerous. Those rails through that door. But look at this setup now. 2 frag difference, and now Unknown have the rail side, and No Tears set up over at the red and the LG again. So I'm not sure which way this is going to go. Probably with this surprise attack onto Wins. He's so pesky. So pesky.
And if he can get the LG back to his teammates, like, it's such a victory for them right now.
Oh, 50. With the clutch rail, but he does go down, and quad coming up in 10 seconds. We're about to see a lot of action here, I would presume, as Fladacek is being watchful, trying to wait for that rail. Spawns just in the nick of time, but what can he do with it? Wins coming aggressively onto him, and Sharp is going to be the guy who takes down the quad, so good work from Sharp there, but he's so low. Xirinx going down, and Sharp waiting very anxiously here for red armor.
Yeah, if I were him, I'd be calling for help over at red now, because even if he dies, then a teammate will be able to pick up the red, because he's got so many guns right now. As long as he finds an LG box, he'll be in really good shape.
Oh, missing the jump pad rail. I think I remember CZM saying in a tournament once, even my sister can hit those. And
yeah, I think so.
I think it was like the team tournament at ESOEC said that, I think. I don't know. The Prozac Zamis, the Zamis game on ZTN, I think it was. But yeah, Fladacek here, going in for the kill at LG. Not committing too heavily. I like the fact that he didn't drop in there, trying to maintain that position. Again, Wins trying to make his way on here, but it looks like No Tears are starting to get their setup. It's starting to form once again as they pick up the rails, as they hold that upper area. And Wins trying to attack, but Xirinx coming in from the back as well. Fladacek, suddenly his teammates have disappeared and he's getting attacked from all angles, but he's handling it so well. And he's still alive. And now No Tears have made an 11 frag separation. So this strategy is really working out for them. Fladacek is doing so much for his team here. He's locking down this central area just all by himself.
Yeah, and I mean, he could have even possibly pushed in for that upper yellow, I think, that is over there. Yeah, by the plasma gun. Because he knew, he had been holding off that area for so long, and he baited the plasma, earlier. He could have been like, all right, well, the gun's not going to come up. Wins is over there by himself. Maybe I'll take a teammate, get a free kill, pick up the item, and then come back to this quad. And
so far, Fladacek's been playing such a key role there. So I really, really like that from him. And
yeah, I mean, it's one thing, like, if you're the guy that's managing, to be, I don't know what you'd want to call it, but the one that's from a distance you can do damage even if it's without rail.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's only good if you hit the shots. And right now he has been doing a fantastic job of doing damage while his teammates take it. But, I mean, the important thing there is then, he denied them from getting the quad. He got 2 kills, so it's still good.
Yeah, surprised he didn't have the shotgun out there, but it's such a good run from him, locking down the top area and then making the play onto quad. Fladacek, I mean, he's quickly becoming the MVP of No Tears for me for this game. But look at this incredible attack coming in, and Fladacek there with his teammates to deal with it again. Ready to pick up the rail, but he's kind of aware that he's a bit low and falls back. He's got a lot of weapons again. The LG from above is very damaging. The yellow up on the spot, he's surely going to call that for his teammates to pick up. He's going to grab it himself, but where's the health? We're actually on Sharp. My follicular sometimes just bugs out. I have to check periodically here. But Sharp here is he's low, and there is always this concern if you're really low, skulking around for health, that you don't want to be inactive for too long. Like we brought it up with Ins, because if you're inactive for just searching for health, you're not having an impact on the game. And look at that, Q50 taking back the red armor area. But Unknown here are lacking a lot of frags all of a sudden. 20 frags, and Prairie coming in again aggressively, winning back that red. If they could just lock this down, get the next red or 2, they're going to have such a strong attempt on this quad. And Prairie just hitting the shots just as you would expect. Wins not
doing
winning.
A beautiful job of keeping himself shielded as much as possible. And right there, he tried to help his teammate out. It didn't work out. But I mean, right now, Xirinx is really weak going into this next quad. So and that's actually even better again, that he did some damage and he died and he left this guy alive, because he's going to be really weak going into the quad area presumably, and it'll give No Tears a better chance to be able to take it here.
And this is a match point for Notiz as well, isn't it? They won by 2 frags on the first map, so... Oh, who's going to get this? Quad's still up on the spot. Looks like it's Q50 from Unknown. He gets the quad with LG. Sharp is there with... Oh, good God.
I mean, even if the guy starts running away, you're going to be able to reach him with LG. Like, he had done so much damage that even if he also came, like, to try to get the cheeky pummel, he'd have got the kill. Oh, what a mistake. I mean, maybe he could have found some health after that and done all right and got a couple more kills strung together.
The mistake that can cost games at this point with 5 minutes left and the difference being so close. Unknown was starting to come back so far there. It was this 20 frag difference. It's come to a 10 frag difference now. And Q50 has a lot of work to do to make up for what could have been a really strong quad run. And he falls down in craters. And he's going to spawn his weapon.
Oh,
brilliant.
Look at that.
Very nice.
Perfect.
So really, it worked out. And he's going to make his way back to red armor here. So it looks like Unknown are controlling red and LG again. So this kind of play, this would net them frags. If they can make their way onto the railgun here, looks like Q50 is going to push his way over there. This should be able to net them frags, but look at that attack from Flatacek. Really, really efficient damage dealing there, using that corner to his advantage, getting rid of all of that red on Q50, which really opens up if they want some kind of attack onto the rail. I mean, we know how much they love it, and Q50 is going to pick it up with no players from the team around to see it get taken. Q50 is just always getting a lot of damage here, and there is the LG up on the spot, wins.
I mean, this is looking really good for Unknown, though. If he can escape, well, at least he dropped the rail for a teammate there on his death, realizing that, okay, I am going to die, but it is safe because they're going to kill him. And he can manage to pick up the rail because they've picked up the last rail, the last LG, the last red. They're doing a great job of cycling the map to try to, win this back. And, as long as they don't give up too many guns here, this is totally plausible here. Coming up for this next quad to tie the game and possibly take the lead. But, oh, wow, that is not what you need. Like, going through that choke point into the quad room to take pretty much, 150 damage rocket all at once.
Flatacek is just being so key, holding those upper areas. Anytime he's there, he just is so clutch. And, whoa, okay, Wins quad. Wins is not a guy that will choke away a quad. Or at least, I hope I didn't curse him, but he picks up the red. He's got plenty of time left in his quad. He's got the plasma. He's got all the weapons he needs apart from some cells for his LG. But the plasma should work nicely.
Why wouldn't he pick up the box? It's right there.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. Q50 there, trying to help him out. Oh,
nice trap.
Sharp. Oh, Wins is so good here. He just handles it so well, keeps himself composed, doesn't panic, and makes 3 frags out of that wonderful trap set up by Notiz. It's a really nice trap. And now it's a tied game with Unknown are leading by 1 frag with 2.5 minutes left. 2 frags make it now, as Wins with the lightning gun time picks up the next one. And with the shards as well, he's going to be able to make a strong attack onto this railgun area. Sharp goes down just so easily there, and Wins finds a rocket. So Flatacek though, he is not going to give away that area for free.
Oh, wow. Like, giving up the LG there on that side of the map, it's so crucial. Now the lead's probably going to flip-flop here real quick. Yeah, look, they've set up in the room again. They'll start the rail game. They have at least 1, possibly 2. There's, 40 seconds to quad?
It is, yeah. And that was such a good play from Zyrinx catching Puri there. Although, great drop of the LG to Puri as he's going to pick up this mega. They want him to probably take the quad, but it's 30 seconds away, so best case scenario, Puri's going to have 140 health for that and no armor. But they don't really need the items. If they have this position, the rails, and they're hitting the shots like now, then they don't need the armor. And they're all set up so nicely around this quad. And there is the 50 for Puri, as he now goes a bit closer for that quad, but it could have been a crucial mistake, but he hits the clutch shots. Can he keep hitting? And look, he's going to shut down this choke point with the LG, and Puri's doing such a good job, but here comes more players from Unknown flooding in onto the quad, and Phoenix will grab it. He goes down, but brilliant result for Unknown considering the circumstances. And Flatacek once again, let's see what he can do with 12 health. Can he get down Wins? Not going to happen it seems, but he did quite a lot of damage there considering the 12 health. And it's again a super tight game with 1 minute left. Who knows which way this is going to go. 5 frags, 50 seconds. Chrysler in with a kill, but 5 health left. Are Unknown going to bring us to a deciding map? It's looking like it's possibility, but it's all down to Zyrinx. How much can Zyrinx do here to maintain the lead for his team? He's clearly the most stacked player on his team, with a bit of mega and close to a full red, and some free frags to boot. Looks like a strong ending potentially for Zyrinx as he picks up the next Mega, finds Puri off the spawn, and
this game.
Chrysler with the plasma gun is going to try to be clutch, but there's just too much for Zyrinx. And Zyrinx is going to just take frag after frag after frag. Good game called by Flatacek. There was a wonderful effort from both teams, really brilliant play from NoTears. You know, I'm surprised as well because I felt like after such a strong start from NoTears, what seemed like their strategy, it felt like they didn't push it hard enough in the latter stages of the game.